Hi everyone, my name is Diana Emery, and today my presentation is going to be on why you should be concerned about the greenhouse effect. The planet has a fever. If your baby has a fever, you go to the doctor. If the doctor says, you need to intervene here, you don't say, well, I read a science fiction novel that told me it's not my problem. If the crib's on fire, you don't speculate that the baby is flame retardant. You take action. That's a quote from Al Gore, who was our 45th vice president and also an active environmentalist. So the greenhouse effect, greenhouse gas concentrations have increased rapidly over the years, and human activities are the primary cause. The result is a worldwide unnatural warming that is driving other changes in our environment. Again, I'm Diana Emery. I decided to pursue accounting, but before I went to school for accounting, I went to school for environmental science. So this is a really close subject to my heart, and I've studied it several times, and every year the data behind it gets stronger and stronger. This is my family. This is my brother, who is here today, and my boyfriend Steve. This is my mom and my sister for the last time. In my presentation today to you guys, I'll be going over the greenhouse effect, what it is, the main contributor to the problem, and why you should be concerned about it. Greenhouse effect, main contribution, you should be concerned. So, what is the greenhouse effect? The greenhouse effect is the process by which radiation from the planet's atmosphere warms the planet's surface to a temperature above what it would be without its atmosphere. Meaning that the heat from the sun gets trapped into our atmosphere due to the carbon dioxide and other gases keeping the earth warm. So the heat from the sun goes in, bounces off the ground, then other rays get dissolved into like clouds or gets taken out into the atmosphere, but some get kind of trapped in our bubble, our atmosphere, our ozone layer, and causes the temperature to warm. Man, that was good, Mom. So going on next, what is the main contributor to the greenhouse effect? Carbon dioxide is the main contributor. It's released into the air through natural processes like volcanic eruptions and breathing, but it's also through human activities such as like deforestation, land changes, burning fossil fuels, and also by this really neat picture, industrial buildings and work. A couple of cute quotes that I have got along with this really nice graph. Humans have increased the atmospheric CO2 concentration by more than a third since the Industrial Revolution began. This is the most important long-lived forcing of climate change. Per Crossan, I found that I think on nationalgeographic.com. And at the global scale, the key greenhouse gas emitted by human activities is carbon dioxide at 62%. So, fossil fuels and industrial processes you can see here on this graph that I got from the EPA website, 65%. Other carbon dioxide, 11%. Methane from human processes and cows, 16%. Nitrous dioxide, and other random gases at 2%. So, why should you all be concerned? It impacts our ecosystems. It causes global warming. Sometimes people interchange the greenhouse effect with global warming. No, the greenhouse effect causes global warming, which causes changes in our planet. So melting of polar caps, the spreads of deserts, droughts, actually some, rising water temperatures, more thunderstorms, more hurricanes, things like that, the greenhouse affects. It just affects our general environment altogether. Carbon dioxide levels in the Earth's atmosphere will probably double by the middle of the next century. And this will lead to an increase in global average temperatures between 1.5 and 5.5 degrees Celsius for crossing for the National Geographic. And also the IPCC, which is the Intergovernmental Panel of Climate Change, estimates that 20 to 30% of the planet and animal species will be at risk of extinction if temperatures climb more than 1.5 to 2.5 degrees Celsius. So, an animal that is greatly affected by this change is the polar bear. Per the Intergovernmental Panel of Climate Change, the IPCC, polar bears are one of the top 7 species affected by climate change. So sad. So there is a solution to the problem. Little things that you can do that make a huge difference are recycling, cutting the lights off when you leave a room or when a room isn't in use, unplugging appliances and electronics, biking, walking to work or to school a few times a day. And if you really want to get fancy, you can buy a hybrid vehicle, or you can invest in solar panels. Investing in solar energy, renewable energy, is something that's becoming really popular as of late. Excel offers incentives if you have solar panels, and sometimes you can go in the negative and Excel will actually pay you for the energy that you put back to them. So I know those are kind of costly, but they'll save you on your electric bill, and they also lower your carbon footprint. So why should we be concerned about the greenhouse effect? You know, how we treat our planet today will greatly impact our ecosystems, our weather, the state of the earth that we live on, and for future generations. And also, you should be kind to the planet that you live on for free. You do more harm to it than it does to you. So, all in all, I know I just presented you with a lot of information. There's ways to slow down the process, like I said, recycling. You can also look up, some really cool groups out there like the EPA, or you can look into Al Gore's book, The Inconvenient Truth. I read that. It has lots of pictures in it, a little bit of words. Easy read. Everyone just has to do their part to lower their carbon footprint. And I hope this presentation has provided you with a little information on the greenhouse effect, and I hope it made you aware of your carbon footprint. You can get out there and get with your community and work together to lower your carbon footprint or plant some trees. Just get out there and do something. Live a greener lifestyle. Yay!